These stages are stages that you actually find in drug addiction. I used to work for a addiction company, like a recovery or addiction company, where we help clients recover from addictions. I did that. I interned at a few of them when I was younger, when I was in college studying psychology, and so it's kind of similar to the addiction that we experience when we fall in love with someone or when we bond with them out of trauma. And in fact, when you learn about these stages, you can actually learn how to make somebody addicted to you and also learn how to not get addicted to the wrong person. All right. So let's begin with this video. Okay. And if you guys want to attend our meditation meetups, click on the description down below where it says attend. We're doing one tomorrow in Brooklyn at 12 a.m. p.m. People told me, I sent them on the WhatsApp group, and they're like, Father Alex, that's the fucking midnight. What the fuck are you planning to do? I'm like, oh, my fault. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. It's actually p.m., not a.m. I thought it was like in the morning. So at 10 while closing the channel. And don't forget, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, because you watch these videos and you don't subscribe. Really? Like, what kind of stuff is that? And don't forget, we're having our mindfulness course coming out in the summertime. It's called Emotional Mastery. Click on the description down below to pre-order it right now. So that's a good way. If you like my channel and you want to support my channel, purchase my courses. All right. That's pretty much how Father Alex pays the bills. So let's begin this, right? The first step in addiction is the first use. All right. First use encompasses experimentation with alcohol and drugs, but also includes a person taking medication that their physician prescribed to them specifically. Right. So the first use in this case is when you go on the first date, or when they encounter you the first time, right? Studies show that most people don't get addicted to a substance the first time. So it's kind of like most people don't fall in love with people the first time that they meet. This is all about introducing your effect to his system, all right? It's not going to get him addicted to you, but an introduction is important. Now, that first introduction, you can't give people a high dose of yourself. Why? Because they might overdose, i.e., they might get turned off by you, right? You don't want to kill the attraction. You first want to start off in a small dose. And that means who you are encompasses your facial expressions and your nonverbals. That's pretty much who you are, how you speak, your cadence, your smile, your reaction. Too much of your full expression might push people away. So what you first want to do is have a very soft version of you. What do I mean by soft version? That means lowering your nonverbals. Trying to be as mid-tone as possible, right? So that means that if you talk to people like this and you listen, you listen like this. If you smile, you smile like this, more like a smirk, right? If you talk fast, you talk a little bit more slower. If you're an extrovert, you're more introvert. If your expressions are like this, your expressions are like this now, right? You lower everything down to their bare necessities. Why? Because people get a little turned off when they see a person's complete personality from the jump. All right. So that's the first step. And if you do this, you won't come across as needy, first of all right? And you notice that if you're nervous, you actually break this rule. The more nervous you are, the more expressive you are. So it's kind of like the less expressive you are, the more confident you come across to the person. The next one is your continued use. The next step is continued use. Continued use of the substance. In the case, a person with a prescription might be out of a requirement, or feeling the need to use the substance more, right? Let's read this even better, right? It says, for an individual that experimented not too long ago and returned to the substance, it's clear that they like how the drug makes them feel. Also, the continued use stage, a person is likely to notice that they're not bouncing back as quickly after getting high or the substance. This is because it takes the brain longer to chemically repair itself and return to a normal balanced state. It's important to note that the continued use phase can go on for a very long time without ever causing any problems for the majority of people, right? So the continued use is going on multiple dates. That doesn't mean they'll love you, but they need to see you. That means you text them. That means you call them from time to time. That means you're in their life. You check in on them, right? But that don't mean they fall in love. Usually people fall in love after 2 or 3 months. If after 2 or 3 months a person doesn't fall in love, they may not be for you. All right. Now, how do you know if someone is susceptible to falling for you? Well, how they react to you. For example, studies show that when people are drinking, you could tell the alcoholics are the ones that when they drink, they get energized. The people who don't become alcoholic usually get tired, get physically tired. So when you're in the middle of the night and you're tired and you see people who are still drinking and still down to drink, those are the future alcoholics. So that's why it's important to be consistent and not just pull away for a long time. In the beginning, you want to make sure they see you. They may not love you, but what happens is stage 3, tolerance, is a third stage of addiction. Tolerance occurs after a period of continued use of the drug, and the speed and degree of tolerance will vary among person to person. Building up tolerance to the drug is one of the first warning signs of addiction. When a person experiences tolerance to something, it means that the brain and body have adjusted to the drug, and it now takes a greater amount to feel the exact same effect that you felt before. So that means they want to see you more. That means that they can't just see you once a week, right? You first give them a small dose of you. That's why I said that. Why? Because by giving them a small dose, that means like seeing them once or twice a week, not just every day. You're giving them enough space so that if they want to see more of you, it's obvious. And also, the less you see them, the more they want to see you. So it's a sign that they're building up their tolerance is that they want to see you more. They want to talk to you more. It's not enough talking to you 5 minutes a day. Now they want to talk to you 10 minutes a day. It's not enough seeing you twice a week. Now they want to see you 5 times a week. And how do you know that? Because they'll start asking to see you more. And you got to let them do that. When a person develops a tolerance to alcohol, they realize they must drink more to feel drunk, even though their blood alcohol concentration doesn't change. They will still be considered legally intoxicated after the same amount of drinks as they were when they first began. Now, the next step after that, once they want to see you more, the next step of addiction is physical dependence or psychological dependence. Dependence is a stage of addiction where a substance off user might first notice they become physically ill without the drug or alcohol, perhaps even developing serious withdrawal symptoms. There are several biological elements that play in here. For example, after a few weeks of them seeing you, or maybe 1 or 2 months, the person might begin to develop a dependence where now it's not just that they want to see you. Now they can't think straight if they don't see you. Now they can't go throughout their day without seeing you. And that's how you know they're developing an addiction. Now, the only way for them to know that they've developed an addiction is to withdraw the substance from their lives. And if you're not giving them space, if they expect to get that hit of you once a week, and then all of a sudden you don't see them for that 1 week where you usually periodically see them, that lack will cause them to feel a dose of not dopamine, cortisol. Why? Because they want this reward and they don't have it. So cortisol arises. That means anxiety arises. That means that they begin to think anxious thoughts. That means the fear of loss will increase, right? And you notice that this is happening because all of a sudden they'll start breaking rules. They'll start texting more, calling more. They'll start getting and acting desperate. They'll start posting things to get you to react to them, right? The negative sign and symptom, this also presents a physical symptom, sending a person into withdrawal, like flu-like symptoms, sweats, shakiness, where in this case, it could be that they can't focus. It could be that they're depressed. It could be that they're not hungry anymore. It could be that they don't do the things that they used to enjoy before. when dependence on a drug occurs, many individuals don't feel normal if they're sober and not using any substance. This stage of addiction is possible sign of disease, right? Now, the next stage is the addiction. And this usually happens with men and women after 2 or 3 months. And the addiction usually leads to them wanting to be in a relationship with you. With the last stage of addiction, individuals find it nearly impossible to stop using drugs or alcohol, even when they do not longer enjoy or their behavior has caused them serious life problems. You're with someone and they mistreat you and you still go back. You know they're not good for you and you still go back. You know they abuse you and you still go back. You know they pull away and they're manipulating you and you still go back. In fact, this stage is one of the telltale signs of addiction. It goes back to the definition proved above. People will compulsively seek and use drug or alcohol despite the harmful consequences. Many people might go for periods where they don't use drugs or alcohol, but they cannot stop completely themselves, even though things seem to be going well. On the other side of the coin, a person in the throes of addiction who lost everything important in their life might still be in total denial. Some might enjoy it too much to stop despite the negative ramification, right? And this is what happens, where you know they're not good for you and you're still there. Now, sometimes we have a positive addiction, right, where you meet the right person and they're good for you. But the key to creating these addictions is to periodically pull away so that they can sense the addiction that they have for you, and also so that you can notice, okay, they're really addicted to me. You got to understand, people, drugs don't go to people. People go to the drugs. Now, drugs might come to your city, but at the end of the day, you go to the drug. You are that drug. The person who loves you will come to you, not the opposite way around. It's not the opposite way around. If you want them to treat you like a drug, lean back and let them come to you, because you're the drug, not them. When the hell have you seen a walk? When the hell do you see a drug walking towards the user? You never do. They come to you. They come to you. And that's the only way for you to be the drug, is if you let them come to you and not you go to them. All right. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. These are the 5 stages of making a man addicted to you and falling in love with you. This doesn't mean positive and healthy love. This encompasses all forms of love, toxic and healthy types of love. It doesn't matter. Everyone will go through this type of addiction, through those stages. And in fact, the neurochemistry of a drug addiction is literally the same of falling in love with someone. Literally the same. And when you lose a person, the physical withdrawals of losing a loved one, of losing or being dumped, thrown to the side of the curb, thrown to the curb, it's literally the same as a drug addiction. You know? Because it's through addiction to drugs that people lose their morality, their values, their sense of self, their self-respect. You know, and you see a lot of similarities in the areas of love. You know, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, we're doing a special. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, we're doing a 45-minute sale, where if you want to, for 3 45-minute sessions, you can purchase it for $500, because I think they're usually for $600. So if you guys want to do that, click on the description down below, where you could purchase the 3 45-minute session packages. So if you guys want to get a package, click on the description down below where it says purchase the packages. You save $100 by purchasing 3 $500 sessions. No, 3 sessions for 45 minutes. That equals out to $500, and when in reality is really $600. And we have a few other packages similar to that. All right. Anyways, I'll see you guys inside. Take care. All right, ladies. So finally, I have released my second course for women, which is natural chemistry. This course is a 5-week course. 5-week course where every week you're gonna get a new set of videos based on specific issues. This course is all about how to create and maintain the attraction in any man. This will help you create love. This will help you deepen the love with your man. This is not about manipulation. This is not about playing games. This is genuine, natural
chemistry. No more short-term partners, no more being fooled. Why? Because I will reveal to you not only how to create attraction in the first week, but also how to understand male nature, how to understand their tricks, how to prevent from being too attached, signs that he's the wrong guy, signs that he's a narcissist, signs that he's a mama's boy, signs that he's an emotionally available guy, emotionally unavailable guy. We go over everything. We go over this third week, setting boundaries. We go over the third week, controlling your emotions, right? Setting boundaries, fourth week. Fifth week, embracing your masculine and the feminine, right? And on top of that, I have over 10 different bonuses. 10 different bonuses, my Lord have mercy, right? With a money back guarantee. The bonus are: one, the natural chemistry, over 10 hours of content, right? The breakup formula, how to deal with a breakup, right? The connecting with your man, right? Establishing a life of abundance, social mastery, understanding your dark side, the goal setting seminar, which is about how to set and achieve goals, practical mastery that will teach you how to master anything, the laws of human nature. I have a book club for the laws of human nature with over 4 hours of content, right? The transformational seminar in a pocket, which is my mindfulness seminar, and the Chase audiobook. This originally is $1,800, but you get it starting at $97, ladies and gentlemen, right? $97. We have different packages, but all of this starts at $97. And you know what? You can check it out for free if you want. Yeah, for all the freeloaders, I have free videos just for you. Free videos, all right? So you could just check it out for free, and then you could get out. Nothing wrong with that, all right? So, and on top of that, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. That's right. No questions asked. I don't mind. I just want you guys to check it out, because I know when you take one look, you're going to want to buy it. I can promise you. Just like my other course, the psychological game of attraction, it was a hit. You're going to love this one. This one is not about manipulation. This is genuine natural chemistry. Order it now, all right? I'll see you guys inside. Peace out.